Welcome to Campfire Cookouts, the cooking show you can take anywhere. I'm here with Cam Sins from Plant Culture, and he's going to be our chef for today. Can I ask, what's your dish and why is it perfect for camping?
We're doing a chocolate banoffee banana pie and banana leaf and a hot chocolate, which is just classic and easy.
So they're good sort of classic campfire basics with a bit of a twist.
Now we're going to be adding the twist of hemp butter. So it's a new product, showing how you can integrate that into a classic campfire scenario.
Rolling.
Cool.
So where did the idea for this recipe come from? You know, where would be your dream location which you take your inspiration from in your cooking?
I mean, we can actually do this almost here in New Zealand as almost like a local dish. But I think you could go to, like, South America would be an amazing spot. That would inspire me. There's just so many ingredients I want to taste there. But yeah, we've got the staples of life here. We've got banana, hemp and cacao. Three of the staple plants, you know.
As you said, it's classic camping, but it's also Kiwiana. You've got these ingredients and you know, it's what you're looking for in a camping holiday.
New Zealanders eat the most bananas per capita in the world.
I can imagine that.
So we love bananas.
Particularly when they're camping. I see you've gone for slightly bruised bananas, or is that just part of camping?
When you go camping, typically you do bruise up your bananas, so it's no big deal. But I like more ripe bananas for the flavour, really.
Now, what are the cool things you can't compromise on? What are the nice to haves?
Well, I think having the cacao and the organic hemp butter is critical for this. So this is an amazing new product that it replaces the 2 litre milk bottle. So you can make any creamy pasta sauce you want, or you can make it into a hot chocolate like we're doing today.
It's a concentrated,
so it's concentrated
creamy
hemp. So like this is what it looks like.
Can I have a try?
Yeah.
Oh, it's green.
Yeah, have a go. So
There you go.
So this makes like creamy, anything creamy really.
Oh, it's quite strong as well. But yeah, it would go quite a long way. You wouldn't need too much of it.
Yeah, I mean in some cases, but it's, once you put it with things, it makes it really creamy and milky.
Be a nice sort of base for a sauce, or to make the chocolate go a bit further and spread it around a bit.
So we're going to make some chocolate today, show you how to do that.
Obviously those nice basic ingredients. Is there anything, if you want to be a bit fancy, any nice to haves that you can add to it?
Well, I've got salt here today, which is not critical, but salt and vanilla. If you're wanting to get like gourmet, then you can bring those along, but it's not essential. Like you don't even need sugar. We're going to use coconut sugar today. Yeah, well,
bit different,
these
bit
are
of
nice
both.
and ripe, so they will.
All the sugar you need is right in there.
Yeah.
Do you want to show us the banana leaves and how do we prepare these? You've got to wash them, obviously.
Banana leaves, you just want to give them a wipe down because they've got some of that. When you have a green banana and you get that really gritty taste on your tongue and your teeth. Well, that white stuff is basically that.
And that just stop it from turning bitter, will it? Or
well, and also having a little bit of wetness in there helps keep the leaf moist.
Yep.
So the first stage is we're actually just going to make some chocolate to go in it. And so all you need to do to make chocolate is sugar.
Yep.
And
so what are you adding now? That's just sugar, is it?
Yeah. So this is coconut sugar.
Right.
And you just want to add a little bit in there. If you're having maybe half a tablespoon banana, and then you've got the cacao.
And that's just straight drinking cacao.
I mean, it doesn't have sugar in it. If you have drinking chocolate, you could just
They're sometimes
use
sweeter.
this.
But this is,
You could use drinking chocolate, but today we're just literally mixing it in front of you. A little bit of salt, so not too much. I mean, it's like maybe a quarter
just a
of
pinch.
Yeah. If you've got vanilla, obviously that would be a really good addition right here. So the next step is we're going to add the butter.
Yep.
And so you just kind of tip some in, like so.
That's a nice colour.
Yeah.
So a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah, I mean, and so gotta lick that off like that. So this is basically turning into like chocolate.
Yep.
And
it's quite gritty.
Chocolate, but it's going to be a little bit gritty, yeah.
When do you know it's good when
You-
it's sort of
you
all
wanna
the same
mix it all
consistency.
together. So right now there's still a little bit of dryness down the bottom.
Yep.
So that's going to be our garnish for today. It's fine. And
But it's
so-
ready to go in the banana.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is just put that aside for a bit. And
Can I put that up there?
yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
So you want to cut the inside of the banana, put this homemade chocolate in there.
Right, so you just
Get it in there with your thumb. So just pack it in there, just like that.
it's
and
good to
then-
put away in a sleeping bag.
Yeah,
Can imagine you get a lot more flavour out of that than tin foil.
yeah, I mean, and it's not as bad for the environment, I guess.
I can imagine, you know, a lot more campers might have tin foil than banana leaf. This is a luxury to.
This is a luxury, but in Auckland,
You could be
these-
camping somewhere with banana leaves.
So I just found these on the beach, and they're actually just sharp. I just sharpened it with my
Whittled
knife.
it down, away for the moisture to escape.
Yeah, trying to
Just
like,
closing the ends.
close the ends a bit. So that's your little package.
So that's your little parcel.
Yeah, and then just
Rested on there.
yeah. And it's all about just getting it a little bit open.
And just with the spine of the leaf, is it?
Yeah, I guess like roll it there, and then I'm no expert on this, but
Nice, and toothpicks or chopsticks or
yeah, whatever
will
you've
do,
got. I
but-
mean, I just found these on the beach.
that's foraging at its finest.
Yeah. So hopefully they don't catch on to fire too much.
Those sticks might burn.
A little bit, but
Lovely. Just leave them and keep an eye. When do you know when they're done?
well, you want to give them at least like 10 minutes. Ideally, you want to roast them in a fire with like next to some hot coals, and that'll really cook it. But
They'll go well over a grill.
yeah, it
They'll
goes,
do.
it goes alright over a grill. But the ideal scenario is you want some hot rocks.
I gather you used to do a bit of cooking in the back of a van.
Yeah, I lived in a van for a couple of years, and that was had some great camping out of the back of that.
What's your van meal speciality? What's your go-to?
Well, we
Go-to
loved
meal.
usually one pot meals where you just throw everything into a pot. Heaps of vegetables. Vegetables were great in a van because you didn't need to keep them in a fridge.
Similar principles to when you're camping, I can imagine.
Yeah,
One pot,
Totally.
nothing which is going to go off.
Yeah, and I mean, you're always in nature and you're trying to make the most of things. And so today, we've picked up some sticks and using them as toothpicks and stuff.
As you said, it's more about taking inspiration from where you are and using what you've got.
Keep it basic. I think it's a really good practice to not need to have everything perfect and
Yep.
just make it up as you go a little bit.
So how do you know they're good to go?
Well, it's more of a time thing. You want to give them like at least 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how hot your. So if you've got a stone, you can keep it there for like 20 minutes and just leave it and forget about it.
Yep.
But with these, there's so much heat there.
It's on one side
and
as
it's on
well.
one side. We're going to turn them over a bit today. Hopefully these don't catch on fire, but yeah.
Great. So shall we get into this hot chocolate?
Yeah, let's make it. So it's really simple. We're just going to add all of the ingredients into this bottle. And most people have got some type of thermos when they're going tramping. So
Seen lots of these sort of thermos bottles around.
yeah, exactly. And so what we do, it's the same chocolate mixture as what we did before.
Yep.
But we're just going to like pour in some coconut sugar.
So it's essentially the same ingredients you've stuffed your bananas with,
Yeah.
but in
I
a
mean-
slightly different ratio, or
I mean, this is not rocket science.
No.
It's really simple. And like I said, if you just have drinking chocolate, you could just do this. It's a little bit difficult to get your chocolate in there, but and then we're just going to add the last ingredient, some hemp butter.
yep,
And so you just pour it in like that, and that's
just
essentially-
measuring by eye there.
Yeah, 100%. So that's your milk replacement,
Yep. That's what makes it creamy.
and that's what makes it creamy and gives it that white, classic texture that you want. And so we're just going to turn off the gas, however that goes,
Looks good.
and then just get some boiling water. You don't want really, really hot because then there's less of the omega-3 benefits in the hemp. So
You don't want to scald your hemp.
yeah, you don't really want it boiling hot, but
So you're saying slightly under boiling.
yeah,
for,
and then you don't have to wait as long to drink it as well.
that's also a benefit
Yeah.
for the impatient.
When you shake this, it's good to remember that can explode when you open it, mostly.
Give me a warning and I'll run.
Yeah, yeah. once we serve this up, we can pour that.
Nice, and presumably that's good to go. You go,
Yeah, and you
go
can take
hiking
that,
with that,
yeah,
and
you
that's
can take that hiking.
your hot chocolate off of the road.
Gives you energy. Cacao's really stimulating, so
Great, so shall we plate up these bananas?
yeah, let's get going. So we're just gonna make some space, and then we're gonna unravel them and see how they did.
There's still a nice parcel there.
Yeah.
Or it's leaking juice. That's a good sign.
Good sign. Oh, that's really good. See how we've done a few layers of the.
Just rolling it around
first
stops it
one's-
from getting in.
Yeah, the first one's worked. Oh, there's some nice juices there.
Lovely, look at that colour.
Oh, yeah. So make sure you compost your banana leaves. And then what we're going to do to just garnish it is, oh, it tastes so good.
So you've got your banana boat there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So there's just some extra hemp butter, and like that. Just going to garnish it with some hemp seed.
So what's this you're putting on?
This is hemp seed. This is one of our main products. And
So that's just literally the seed from the plant.
the pure heart of the cannabis seed.
Yep.
So it's the inside of the seed. And it's really high in protein and omega-3, which is good for reversing inflammation. And so it's really good garnish, but it's great to take camping because
It's dry. It's
and
not going to go off.
you know, you can just keep it in your backpack, roll it up, and it just makes things yummy and look cool as well.
Obviously goes with sweets as well. You can have it on your
Yeah,
pudding.
it's really good over desserts. And so there you go. That is a hemp campfire banana split.
Yum.
Yeah, we're just gonna pour the hot chocolate now, and then we'll go sit down and give it a taste test, eh? I'm just gonna reuse them. That one's still got a bit of chocolate left in it, so
I won't complain.
yeah. It's got a bit of pressure in there. Perfect.
It's all mixed
So-
up and stayed hot in your thermos.
Yeah, there you go.
Looks very rich.
Yeah, it is.
Said you've not got any of the green colour at the
No, it turns
butter,
white when
which
you
is a
shake
nice.
it.
Oh, right.
So yeah, so there's your hot chocolate.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
and that's yours as well.
Let's go for the taste test.
Yeah, let's go do it. Thanks, mate.
Ooh. Nice. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for having me, Tom.
No worries. Thanks for cooking the hot chocolate.
Yeah. So I'm going to put this.
That is very rich.
Do you like it?
Oh, that's really nice. It's got it's creamy and nutty. That's the kind of flavour you get. And the coconut sugar, there's a lot of coconut sugar, which I'm not complaining about.
It's a bit sweet, but I like it. Oh, it's so nice.
So, are you happy with the result? Is that how it should
Yeah,
have
I
turned
think-
out?
I mean, I didn't measure it, so it's very, all over the show. But
It's different every time. It's
Yeah.
unscientific, but
Yeah,
I don't
and I
think
thi-
you can do it wrong
when
with
you're
those
camping,
ingredients.
I don't really want to measure when I'm camping.
You're not hiking out with a set of scales.
No, nothing's exact. So
It's nice. It's
too much
definitely
hemp
sweet. It's oily,
Yeah.
but not in a bad way. It's kind of rich,
Yeah,
like
it's
drinking a bar of chocolate rather
yeah,
than.
yeah, I like that. So
And as you said, you just got the hemp seeds on top.
yeah, so you don't really want to eat the skin. But
Thanks for the pointer.
Yeah, but oh yeah, it's cooked. I mean,
That's juicy.
yeah, it's juice. I mean, juice is all you really want. Is that juice, that first initial juice to come out. But
You don't want it as mush.
I mean, when it's mosh, it's amazing. Like it just melts. But this is good enough.
So, you've obviously come with a lot of plant culture products and your hemp seeds.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that? How did you get into cooking and particularly products like these that you can take hiking with you?
Plant culture is a journey, I guess, that it started when I was little. I grew up on a farm, and I was always looking for alternatives for Dad. And I came across hemp when I was studying for an exam, and I ended up just going like, wow, New Zealand could really help with this eco industry because we need to diversify. Even before I realized that hemp was important, I was actually hitchhiking from Christchurch, and I was going to, I forget the name of the mountain, but meeting a group of friends and a girlfriend there, So I was hitchhiking and I caught this old guy, and I had Red Bull on me. I was like, "Do you want some?" And he said, "No, I don't have anything unnatural in my diet." And I said, "What? What are you talking about?"
So you were selling energy drinks, and this guy was not wanting to be part of it.
Yeah, and so it was one of the first times anyone had ever kind of pointed that out to me, that it was ideally we wanted to have natural things for our systems. And that was went on an amazing camping trip, and we climbed up and we stayed in a hut up there. There was a big tramp on the way back. We actually went down a different way, and it was it was an exciting, intense trip actually.
What's your camping hack in terms of either an ingredient or a piece of equipment that you wouldn't go camping without?
But one thing I was taught when I was little is always take a bit of bike tube rubber with you if you're going camping.
Oh, bike tube, like in a tube, yep.
Yeah, in a tube. And ideally a lighter, because if you ever get in trouble, you can always light the rubber and it will light in rain. If it's wet, you can light it. Yeah, but a little bit of that just for safety. If
Nice.
you needed to.
So you create your bike tube sort of smoke signals and hope for the best.
Yeah, just maybe keep you warm if you're cold, or cook
But
food.
that's a good fire starter, is it?
Yeah, if you don't have any dry kindling, you can use a piece of rubber in that.
Well, no, thanks for your meal, Cam. And I was just going to ask if you wanted to find out more about your recipes. Where can we find you?
Just head to plantculture.nz and you'll find some recipes there. And I'm always trying to bring out more. I love making new food. So yeah, keep in touch. Yeah,
Great.
That plant culture.
Well, thanks for the banana.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Wait for the dog. Should we wait for this dog?
Yeah.
Unbelievable, right?
Right, sure.